Don't ever let anybody tell you can't do something. Growing up, I was that kid who was watching TV and watching professional athletes saying, man, I would love to meet him. I wonder if he's a nice guy. I wonder what it'd be like to meet him. I can remember going to that 7th grade tryout being nervous as ever. And this was the first time in my life where I actually had to work for something and there would be a payoff at the end. That was probably the first time where I felt, proud of something that I did, when I made the team. Just knowing that I'm having a positive impact on people's lives. There's not too many jobs nowadays where somebody can spend 2 hours out of their day with you, at the age of 6, and they will never forget it for the rest of their lives. I remember when I saw the Harlem Globetrotters when I was 7 years old, and I never forgot it. I remember like it was yesterday. So I put myself in those kids' shoes and say, I remember when I was that kid, looking up to athletes. So I always try to be friendly, be cordial, be an ambassador of goodwill, going into schools, going into hospitals, and really, being an ambassador in life. You never know what you're capable of, if you don't apply yourself.
Front core. Yes, he hits another 4.
I'm Dizzy Grant, and I play for the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters. Harlem Globetrotters are the world's most winningest sports team ever. We've been around for our 86th season. Our schedule is pretty hectic. Like I said, we're on the road probably 8 to 9 months out of the year, and it's moving. So it's very, very important that you stay on top of things, not just with basketball, but your outside life, your finances and everything. When I'm done with my bookkeeping, I put everything in an envelope and I hand it off to my mom.
And I do his taxes.
My mom, she was an accountant. She was a professor and taught accounting at school. I didn't really understand at a young age, and she used to always preach to me, you got to make sure you stay on top of it, you can keep your receipts. As I got older and started to see, it's important that you stay on top of your finances, I started to really appreciate it.
He does what he does well, and I do what I do well.
I've had times where, my mom needed information of stuff that I threw away because I thought I didn't need it anymore. And she's like, well, I need that. And I'm like, well, Mom, you have to go check the local landfill or something because I don't have it anymore.
Bookkeeping basically just keeps up with the transactions of an individual or business. The accountant will come in and take those transactions, put them together as need be, as in Dizzy's case. I get his W-2 forms, I get his 1099 forms, and all the other information that I might need to do his taxes.
Ta-da! The difference between bookkeeping and accounting, bookkeeping is, you hold on to all your records, you're seeing everything you got, and then accounting, it's basically putting it all so you can understand it and seeing how your numbers ended up working out. A lot of people go to, outside sources where they hire somebody from a company to do it for them. And, especially with some of the finances, you want to interact with people that you can trust. And, who more can I trust than my mother? So I'm very fortunate that she helps me out with that. Hey, Biscuit, when making money is your aim, bring your bookkeeping game.
What's going on, YouTube? It's me, Dizzy Grant of the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters. Can you believe YouTube gave us our very own playlist? Our very own. We got to pick whatever videos we wanted to make our own playlist. We were extremely excited about it. It was hard narrowing it down, but we finally picked our videos. This playlist that we picked, it's in honor of our 85th year since we played our very first game in 1927. That game happens to be on this playlist. Can you believe it? In high definition. And it's in 3D. Okay, maybe it's not in 3D, but our playlist is pretty cool. Why not start at the top with our very own Jacob Hobbs Tucker and his slam dunk video that he had from the 2011 Slam Dunk Collegiate Championship. It was awesome. We have a couple other vintage clips from the Harlem Globetrotters back in the day with legends like Curly Neal and Geese Osby. Hey, what about my impersonations of Rajon Rondo, Michael Jordan, Sir Charles himself, his golf swing? hilarious. What's going on, everybody? It's Dizzy Grant from the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters. The Globetrotters have been around for 87 years. Now, those 87 years, we've been known as innovators of the game of basketball. Whether it's the behind-the-back pass, the alley-oop, the four-point shot, these are all things that we came up with and that we made popular. Now, I hear that the NBA is going to put nicknames on the back of jerseys between the Miami Heat, Brooklyn Nets. You know what else we made popular? Nicknames. Curly Neal, Goose Tatum, Geese Osby, yours truly, Dizzy Grant. Now, I know some of the guys on the team, they have their own nicknames like King James, D. Wade, Paul Pierce, a.k.a. The Truth, but I think I can help a couple guys out. How about Norris, Cash It In, Cole? See the jump shot? It's cash. What about Super Mario Chalmers? Sound good? Anyway, if it catches on, NBA, come see me, because I can help you out with other guys in the league too. What about Dwight the Trotter Howard? Now, the way he switches teams across the country, he's like the Globetrotters traveling the country doing our world tour. Anyway, you guys can check us out at harlemglobetrotters.com. Globetrotter Nation, what's going on? It's me, Dizzy Grant of the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters. Here we are, Globetrotter Nation, week number 6 for the horse shot, and it's finally my turn to shoot the shot. Now, I don't know if everybody saw, for this week's winner, it was Brad Marlowe from Fort Wayne, Indiana. He made a heck of a shot. Let's check it out.
That went in.
Wow, that was an amazing shot, Brad. But guess what? It's my turn now. Just warning you, I used to play soccer back in the day. I was this close. Brad, hats off to you again. That was a great shot to beat the Harlem Globetrotters this week in Globetrotter Nation Horse. Fans, don't forget, check us out on harlemglobetrotters.com to see when we're coming to a city near you. See you later.